We're live in Mexico City at Panoram Studios. It's 90.3 FM, KEXP worldwide at kexp.org. We've got a live performance up next from Hello Seahorse. Hello Seahorse.
Hi. Hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you for inviting us.
Welcome. Let's hear some music, please.
Oh quebrando por dentro. Quiero saber dónde estabas tú. El suelo no dejó de conmoverme y me provocó que el tiempo se parara y me dejara allí. Quiero saber dónde estabas tú. Azul es casi blanco, casi nada, casi todo. Después del limbo, ella me abrazó con tanta fuerza que casi me parte en dos. Quiero saber dónde estabas tú. Quiero saber dónde estabas tú.
Live in Mexico City at Panoram Studios. Hello, Seahorse. Sounded fantastic. Thank you so much.
Casi las 10.
Whew, that's right. Very nice. Hello, Seahorse, live at Panoram Studios on KEXP here from Mexico City. I really appreciate the performance today. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for inviting us. This is a privilege, definitely.
Cool. Well, I've known the music for a long time, so it's great to have you here, really.
Thank you very much.
And speaking of music, you have new music, is that correct?
Yes, it was actually released today, so it's our first single from our newest album, which will come out at the end of this year. The album is called Disco Estimulante, and this song is called Incendio, which is fire. Yeah, so very excited to play it live right now.
I would love to hear some brand new music. Thank you for bringing it.
Thanks.
Entonces todo se comportaba como suele
That felt great. Thank you so much. Brand new music from Hello Seahorse, live here at Panoram Studios in Mexico City.
Yes, Incendio, you can check it out. It's out now. So yeah, we were Hello Seahorse. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. This is 90.3 FM. It's KXP Seattle. DJ Chili here in Mexico City at Panoram Studios with KEXP. We're broadcasting live and showcasing live performances from Mexican bands and bands based here in Mexico City. We just had a killer live performance from Hello Seahorse. Thank you for coming in today. That was really cool.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah.
Of course. I've been a fan for a long time, and I'm really
We've
glad.
been a fan from XP from a long time, too. So.
Well, that works out.
Yeah.
Perfect match.
I'm glad to have you. And it sounded great today. It was really cool.
Thank you. We were in. I was nervous. I don't know. The guys,
I wasn't nervous,
but
until they say, 2 minutes, guys, 30 seconds. And I was like, okay, now I get nervous.
It has a good homey feel here, though.
Yeah, the studio.
Yeah.
That's one of the cool things about our regular studio in KXP. It just feels pretty comfortable in there. And this was a good choice because it feels pretty comfortable here, too.
Yeah, and the space is pretty big. So I was kind of like, oh, what are we going to do with the drums, But I think you had everything under control.
Right on.
Yeah.
It's cool to have full band performances. You know, like stripped down acoustic radio sets are cool.
Yeah.
But it's really cool to let the band do the regular thing.
We don't do it actually very much. We don't do acoustics and stuff like that because we like to, you prepare a lot to have a live performance and rehearse a lot, and we like to take that, if you take something out, it would be the same. It just feels weird for us. I don't know.
Yeah, we prefer to play full band. We've done some versions, but I think for us we've found this very nice place all together to perform, and maybe it's because we've played a lot in festivals and just we love the whole
vibe.
Yeah, the vibe with the audience and the five of us. And as Bono says, we build a song and we just we want everything there to be always. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you guys have been playing for over a decade now.
Yeah.
Tell us a little.
14 years.
14 years.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Tell us a little bit about the beginning of the band and it started here in Mexico City.
Yeah, actually, we are both from Mexico City.
Yeah.
But Joe, the guitarist, Burgos, the key player, and Riz, the percussionist, they're from Ciudad Juárez, which is up north of the
border with El
country.
Paso.
Yeah.
El Paso,
Yeah.
Chihuahua.
Yeah,
Chihuahua.
over there. So they came here to study, and so we all met here. And we've been together, more than 10 years. The band really, it started through MySpace.
Ah.
Yeah, I met Burgos through MySpace when MySpace was
I think.
a thing.
I
we
remember.
miss MySpace actually, but anyways, we met and we just build this family from scratch, So that's very important for us because we're a big family and we all know each other's families and we've just we bond very well. So it's very nice to know that we have still a lot more to go, but we're still the same, so yeah. And when we started, Mexico's music scene was very different from now. Very, very different.
How so?
Well, it was it was starting to be the indie scene was starting to grow. We actually came from that scene, very DIY.
Yeah.
And sounds were different. People were trying making different music from what you hear now. But for example, Kilo Club, which I also played here, they're from our same generation. Yeah. So it was finding these sounds because we were pretty young when we started.
Before in the 90s, especially in Mexico, all the Mexican rock sound almost the same, they
It
sounded
was rock and roll.
Yeah, it was more rock.
In Spanish, and very good. I mean, no.
And people have this I don't know, this idea of making things with other instruments, they don't do it because that's not rock and that's not rock and roll, and we make rock and roll, so that's only guitar, bass, and drums, And when this scene started to grow, like starting in the 2000,
yeah.
you know, like they were coming bands with synthesizers and drum machines and
Other melodies
trying to make
and-
things different, you know, like, and also like the record labels weren't as big as they were before, so you could make that on your own and you could record an album in your basement and upload it in MySpace, you know, and that's
Yeah.
how we started.
And how did people, at first was there people who were dying for something new, or were there people like, this isn't rock?
I think there was a lot of
people were interested in new music, in this like different
alternative.
Yeah, alternative scene, and we met a lot of people that really had like the same idea as us, and those people really helped us to become what we are, you know. But I was gonna say something. Se me olvidó, pero. Anyways, yeah, that was back then, and then things changed. I mean, the whole digital era came very strong, and so now after Hello Seahorse, from being independent, we got signed in a major. We went through all that. I think it was like the last. Well, no, not the last, but like we lived that big record thing.
Yeah.
And then we went back to being independent.
Yeah.
Because with these new technologies, I mean, being able to upload our music, to be in control of our music, of our plays, of our money to make more music, it just like changed everything. So yeah, right now we're back like when we started, but it's very
But you have
fun.
more control. And
Yeah, it's
definitely.
very fun. It's very nice to have control of your things. I think it's very important for any artist to really have control over all of it. I mean, decision-wise, I mean, there's obviously you have to work with other people, but it's very important to like not let other people take control of your music, but yourself, you know.
And it seems like now here in the city, there's everything from folk to trap to
Yeah, you
electro.
can listen to
to
every kind of music. That's
punk.
amazing.
I mean,
And the fans aren't as separate these days, it seems like.
No.
I noticed that too. You don't have to just like punk rock or
Yeah.
just like hip hop. People are more
That's cool
open.
because, for example, if you went to Viva Latino, like the first one 20 years ago, there was like only this kind of music, you know, like this kind of rock. And also like a couple of years before, like in the 2000, when Natalia Lafourcade played, like the first time she played, people were booing at her, you know, and throwing things at her because the crowd wasn't like very into the new thing. And I was super happy, like 4 years later or something, Natalia came back to Viva Latino and she was like the main artist and everybody was like crying with their performance, you know.
Yeah,
So that's amazing, you know, how the crowd also changed with this scene.
I think people are demanding new stuff all the time, especially now that you have like, you can listen to anything, at any time. So I think even festivals are opening up and like, okay, we have to change our system. Festival Normal is one of those festivals who really said like, okay, there's a lot of going on here and there's
The
really no
mainstream, you know?
much like support there, so let's do this. So yeah, it feels like a big community, and I think inside that community there are small communities, bands hang out together and like help each other. We're very friends with Technicolor Fabrics, for example. They're like our brothers, you know, and like we help each other because we believe in each other and we come from the same generation. So
Or we hang out a lot with also like with the rap scene, for example, with La Banda Bastón and all those guys. That maybe in other year or maybe in another era in the music, I don't say in Mexico, I mean worldwide, but maybe you can't like coexist together, you know, like people who listen hip hop will always listen to hip hop and that's it. And right now people are like more open. Also the bands and the artists are very open.
And you guys,
collaboration.
and you guys have done different stuff. I've heard your vocals on like with Teen Flirt. Totally different vibe. It sounded great. And like you DJ. Very cool.
For us, it's very important to bond and collaborate with other people because it's a way to learn more things and even know other audiences, which is very important. But that's maybe Hello Seahorse hasn't done many collaborations because we're very very not mind closed, but
We like to keep things
Yeah,
with
yeah,
our own,
yeah.
you know. We're
that's
jealous of what we do, you know, like
of our family, I think.
Yeah.
But outside we do a lot of things, yeah.
And you played a new song today,
yeah.
and this is the first single off an upcoming record. Tell me a little bit about the record.
It's called Disco Estimulante.
Stimulating
album. That will be like the translation. It's produced by Camilo Freudeval, who was the producer of our last LP, which is Anonima from the 2012. And we're making again with him because, you know, like we try to make other things, and we made an EP by ourselves, and then we record 2 songs with Buffy, which is like a Mexican electronic artist. And then when we start to thinking about making a new album again, like a new long album, the idea of working with Milo again was like very all the time, you know, and we say, yeah, maybe that's a very cool option, you know, like coming back with Milo with different things that we have learned all these years. And it's like going very well. We're very excited with all these new songs and with the new phase of the group.
You have all the songs prepared?
There's a lot of material. I mean, we went into the studio a couple of weeks ago and recorded 2 songs. One of those songs is Incendio. And so we kind of prepared 2 singles, which is the first and the second. And we have to go back into the studio in April to finish things up. But I think we really know where we want to go. You know, like people have been asking me, like, what is the concept or like the idea of this stimulating album? And I think it's about things that keep you going. You know, like living in such a big city, very crowded, very. We need things that like keep us going and keep us alive. So for us, music is one of those stimulating things, and I feel this new album is pretty iluminado, como pretty bright. You know,
Colorful.
Not colorful,
bright.
but very bright. A lot of light. Hello Seahorse has always been more into melancholy and
kind of darky.
Yeah, depressed, and I mean it's normal. We reflect our humanity, no? But I think now we're preparing something very bright, and it's very comforting because there's another message, you know, even for the public. But yeah, that's stimulating album. We'll be releasing it at the end of the year. Yeah.
Very cool.
We're gonna be releasing like the singles like every 2 months, maybe 3 months. So yeah, that.
I can't wait. Thank you so much for the session today. It was really great to have you, and thanks for talking a little more with me.
Thank you very much. It's been an honor.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.